Welcome back, viewers. Today we want to look at statistics, and the question we want to answer is on mean absolute deviation for n-grouped data. In question 12, the data below shows the ages of 8 players in a football team. So ages are given by 8, 6, 7, X, 13, 11, 9, and 6. So if the mean age of the players is 9, find the mean absolute deviation of the data. Now X bar is given to us. X bar, which is the mean, is given by 9. N, number of scores, is given by 8. Total number of players is given by 8. Now, the scores themselves, to get the mean, X bar, we know that X bar is given by total number, or the summation of the scores divided by the number of scores. Therefore, for us to get the mean, we are going to say if we have the summation of all this, we are going to get 6 plus 8 plus 7 plus X plus 13 plus 11 plus 9 plus 6. All this divided by 8 should give us a value of 9. So when you sum all these values in the numerator, you can use your calculator to get 6 plus 8 plus 7 plus 13 plus 11 plus 9 plus 6. You're going to get 60 plus X, all this divided by 8 to be equal to 9. So when you cross multiply, you're going to get 60 plus X is equals to 72. X alone will be equal to 72 minus 60, which is 12. So the missing age, we have gotten the missing age to be equal to 12. Now we can make a table so that we can get the deviations easily. Make a table like this, and we put in the scores. Put in the scores. We have 6, 8, 7, 12, 13, 11, 9, and finally 6, like that. Then we get another row for the deviations, D, which will be equal to X minus X bar, like that. So our X bar is 9. Our X bar is 9. X bar is equals to 9. So to get the deviation, we take 6 minus 9, negative 3, 8 minus 9, negative 1, 7 minus 9, negative 2, 12 minus 9. This gives you 3, 13 minus 9, 4, 11 minus 9, 2, 9 minus 9, 0, 6 minus 9, negative 3. And then on the final row, we get the absolute value of D absolute. So the value of the deviation without the negative sign. So this will be 3, 1, 2, after that, you can get the total summation of the deviations. Mean absolute deviation means you get the total summation of the deviations divided by the number of scores. So this will be equivalent to, you can use your calculator, can work out this together, or you can even do it without a calculator if you're capable of doing it. You can get this 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 3. It will give you a value of 18. So 18 divided by 8, which is equivalent to 18 divided by 8, that gives you a value of 2.25. So that is how you get the mean absolute deviation for the data correct to 2 decimal places. In question 13, we are told that 8 students scored some marks in a test whose deviation from the mean are 5, -2, 2x, -3, -2, -4, and 0. Given that the mean was 13, find the median. Given that the mean was 13, find the median. Now, the deviations are given, and we already know that the total sum of deviations from the mean should always be equal to 0. The total sum of deviation from the mean is always equal to 0. So if we take 5 plus -2 plus 2 plus x plus -3 plus -2 plus -4 plus 0, this should give us a value of 0. So when you add all this, you can confirm using your calculator, you're going to get positive 7 plus x minus 11 to be equal to 0. Okay, so addition first followed by subtraction. So when you collect like terms here, you're going to get x minus 4 to be equal to 0. Therefore, the value of x, when you add 4 on both sides, x will be equivalent to 4. So the deviation that is missing here from the mean is equivalent to 4. Now, what do we do to get the marks? To get the marks, we now have the value of d, and we are going to add the mean to the deviations to get the value of x. So if we have a table again, we have the deviations. The deviations are given by, you can make a table to get it easily. So the deviation, the first one is 5, -2, 2, 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 4, and 0. Now, we want to get the value of this cos x. So to get x, we are going to get d, the deviation, plus x bar. X will be given by d plus x bar. This is d plus x bar, like that. So, and our value of the mean given from the statement, the mean was 13. X bar is equals to 13. So we add this to get the value of x. So 5 plus 13, this gives you 18. Negative 2 plus 13 gives you 11. 12 plus 13, 15. 4 plus 13, 17. Negative 3 plus 13, 10. Negative 2 plus 13, this gives you 11. Negative 4 plus 13 gives you 9, and 0 plus 13 gives you 13. Now the question is asking us to find the median. So how do we get the median of the ungrouped data? The median of the ungrouped data, first we need to do what? The question is asking us to get the median. So what do? We arrange the data first into ascending order. Arrange the data in ascending order. So when you arrange the data in ascending order, you're going to get 9, 10, 11, 11, 13, 15, 17, and finally 18. So we've captured all the scores. Of course, now we need to divide or get that value that divides this data into 2 equal halves. So our set of scores was made of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 values. So we want to get 4 values to the left and 4 values to the right. So if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, we are going to have that median fall between 11 and 13. Why? Because we also have 4 set of scores to the right. So our median value lies between 11 and 13. And what is this score in between here? We're interested in that score. So the median will be given by, the median will be equal to 11 plus 13 divided by 2. So this gives us a value of 24 divided by 2, which is equivalent to 12. 24 divided by 2, which is equals to 12. So that is the answer to that particular question. In question 14, the deviations d from the mean x bar of the set of data x are given below. So we have the scores x, 15, 18, m, 23, 24, m plus 6, 28, and 30. The deviations from the mean, -8, -5, y 0, 1, negative y, 5, and 7. I told 1, find the value of m and y. To find the value of m and y, we go back to the table. From the table, if we consider 15 and negative 8, we know that d, the deviation d, is given by x minus x bar, like that. D is given by x minus x bar. So in this particular case, we know the value of d, we know the value of x, and we do not know the value of the mean. So we can calculate the value of the mean. So when we substitute from the first column, we are going to get negative 8 will be equal to x, 15 minus x bar, 15 minus x bar. When we subtract negative 15 from both sides, we're going to get negative 23. 8 minus 15, negative 23, will be equal to negative x bar. So x bar positive will be equal to, multiply both sides by negative 1, the mean x bar will be equal to 23. So we've already gotten the value of the mean to be equal to 23. Now we want to get the value of m and y. When we come to where we have m and y, we can form the first equation. We can say m, which is x here, m minus x bar is equals to y, or m minus 23. We already know m minus our value of x bar will be equal to 23. So m minus 23 should be equal to y, which is our deviation. So this one, we call it equation 1. And then in the second equation, m plus 6, it will be m plus 6 minus 23 to give you negative y. M plus 6 minus 23, this will give you negative y. Call this equation 2. So we can simplify this. We can simplify this to get what? We can simplify this to get the first equation will remain as m minus 23 to be equal to y. The first equation will remain as m minus 23 to be equal to y. And then the second equation, m plus 6 minus 23, this becomes m minus 17 to be equal to negative y, like that. These two now are simultaneous equations, and we can more or less eliminate the value of m or y, whatever we wish to, and we can eliminate the value of y by adding equation 1 to equation 2. So when we add equation 1 to equation 2, we're going to get 2m. Negative 23 minus 17 gives you minus 40 to be equal to y plus negative y 0. Therefore, in this particular case, you're going to get 2m is equals to 40. With 2m being equal to 40, m alone, divide both sides by 2, m is equals to 20. M is equals to 20. After finding the value of m is equals to 20, m is equals to 20, we can now get the value of y. Y will be equal to m minus 23. From the first equation, we are going to get that y is equals to m minus 23, and m is equals to 20. Therefore, y is equals to, therefore, we have seen that y will be equal to m minus 23. And because we have said m is equals to 20, y will be equal to 20 minus 23. 20 minus 23, this gives you the value of y to be equal to negative 3. And that is the answer. Now in the second part, you're taught to calculate the mean absolute deviation of the data. Calculate the mean absolute deviation of the data. So to get the mean absolute deviation of the data, from the table, we have the value of the deviations given, and we are only going to consider the positive values. So the deviations, the mean absolute deviation will be given by the total summation of the deviations divided by the number of scores. And which are these deviations that we're talking about? We have negative 8 shall get the absolute value, plus negative 5 plus negative 3 plus 0 plus 1 plus negative y that goes to positive 3 plus 5 plus 7. So this gives us all this now will be divided by n, which is equal to 8. So now we get the total summation of all this. That gives us a value of 32. You can confirm from your calculator. 32 divided by 8. Now this gives us a mean absolute deviation of 4. So that is how you can approach the mean absolute deviation for any set of ungrouped data. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, subscribe, and share.